Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about sex, baby.
So I happen to be one of the ladies who are going to be giving their points of view when it comes to sexual intercourse, aka TLOF, as previously mentioned. And I'm going to try not to make this seem one-sided, although it's going to be very hard considering that I can only speak on a woman's point of view. So yeah, let's get into it. When it comes to TLOF, I don't want to be awkward and keep saying sexual intercourse because that just makes it awkward. So I'll refer to it as TLOF. When it comes to that thing that we all like having, I think people tend to think about it too much, especially guys. Like, guys forget that us women are sexual beings as well. But I think the only difference, what I think the difference is that we are able to kind of control when we want to have sex, and we don't just like have sex with anything that literally crosses paths with us. And guys just want to get their penises in anything that's living, and what is weird about it is that you'll find that guys have been having sex for plus minus 10 years, and I'm talking about people that are like my peers, people that probably lost their virginity at 16 and are approaching their late 20s right now. So 25, 26, maybe like until 30. Because I can't really speak on behalf of anybody older than that, because I haven't really gotten with people older than that. But guys just need to realize that as much as they love having sex, so do women. And they shouldn't make it a big deal. It shouldn't be a big deal, especially because we're so old now and we can talk about things. Look, if you just want to have sex with somebody, just say so. Don't make it a mission and talk about how you love somebody all because you want to get into their pants. That's overplayed. That's boring. And it's just a waste of time, honestly, getting with somebody who wants to sell you the world only for them to get into your pants and then leave you hanging and ghost you for no reason. So it gets annoying having sex with people like that, and I feel like it's childish and it's overplayed. And when it comes to hygiene as well, it's very hard because I don't know, like, I don't want to be vulgar, I don't want to be disgusting or explicit, but guys also forget to take care of themselves when it comes to that department. Like, I'm not going to mention any names, but I've had an encounter with a guy that was really good at what he was doing. He was one of the best, I could say. But the only issue was that his bum was a bit stinky. And it was just like a turn off because you don't know what to do, because this guy lays down, but like when it comes to hygiene, it was just lacking. And you would find times when, you'd catch a whiff of an ass and it was just like, okay, I'm not trying to go down there, but like, it's small things that turn women off, and it's also small things that turn them on, but you need to know and you need to figure it out. Like, how are you guys having sex for plus minus 10 years, but you guys haven't figured out how to please a woman? Why is it that so many women have not reached that big O in their adulthood? And like, it just doesn't make sense. You can't be out here saying, yeah, you're fucking every living thing, but in you doing that, you can't even name a time when you actually felt actually made a woman feel special. So it just, and also I think guys are forgetting that we're growing. We are getting older. Obviously our bodies are changing, and with women we're more conscious of that, because you get people that are having kids and your body changes, your boobs get bigger, or stuff like that. And guys tend to forget because there aren't any like visible signs of them aging. Maybe you'll get like a gut from drinking beer, or I don't know what happens when you smoke a lot, but yeah, something to do with that. And you forget that that plays a huge role in your libido and how strong your erection is. Girls are crying out here. Girls are literally, I'm crying. Guys don't have, they are weak. And when I say weak, I mean in terms of their hard-ons. Their hard-ons don't slap as much as hard as they used to. Like, you guys, why aren't you eating peanuts? Why aren't you guys drinking macheu? Like, you guys aren't going out of your way. You guys think it's gonna stay like that forever, and I promise you guys, the older you get, the less harder it gets if you're not gonna take care of your body. And who's trying to get with somebody who's literally not trying to stay hard for as long as possible? Like, I'm not trying to have sex with somebody who's going to have a hard on only from the first round, and then after the first round you're like basically asleep. What the fuck is that? What am I supposed to do with all of that? And then you get somebody who does that, and then they can't back it up. Like, they can't have something, they can't do something to make sure that you still feel aroused. Or, dude, if you know that you are struggling in that department and your wood is not as hard, you need to find ways to still keep things going. I mean, there's people giving head, and then there's people who don't do anything. Like, how do you expect me as a woman who enjoys having sex to only have one round at night? Like, excuse me, I can't be coming over to your place and I travel all the way to come to your place for the dick appointment, and then you want to give me one round. My nigga, what are you saying I should do with all of that? So anyway, let me not rant and talk about, people who can't keep it up. But yeah, you guys really need to like start working on themselves and figure out a woman's body. You've been having sex with females for a very long time, and it's just very weird that you still haven't figured out how to please a woman fully. And quite frankly, it makes having sex a mission, because you think about, oh my goodness, I'm probably gonna get somebody who's whack, and what am I gonna do with all of that? Like, it's just a waste of time, and it's a waste of bodies. Like, now I'm increasing my body count for nothing, for whack ass sex. Like, guys, you can't be sleeping when it comes to TLOF. Honestly, you guys need to jack up. Drink that mpesu, or whatever it's called. Drink that shit and lay down the pipe, because I think that's also why people as women, when we get older, they would rather be with younger men, because they know when it comes to that department, by 18, imagine at 26 we're already seeing lazy fucks. What? We're going to die when we get to our 40s, miss. Like, what are we supposed to do when we get to our 40s and we're married to you guys? Like, you guys can't be slacking like that. But anyway, I don't really have much to say, because I can't really speak for guys, but I just wanted to put it out there that more than anything, guys need to take care of themselves, and they need to take care of their bodies, and they need to be aware of what they put into their bodies, so that they could have a good sex life for years to come, and not just now when you're like 20 or in your late 20s, and then as soon as you're like approaching late 30s, you are having erectile dysfunction, and so yeah, please guys, work on that shit.
Hello, guys. This is Conversations Never Had, and today's topic is very, very interesting because it is a perspective given from obviously a female with regards to sexual intercourse. You heard the guy version, and he called it the mighty TLOF, which it is, the mighty TLOF, the mighty TLOF. At least that is how we refer to it. And basically, I'm just going to be giving insight on how most girls feel when it comes to sexual encounters, because most of us actually spare your feelings and spare your ego and your pride, and we act as though you did the things that make the pots to be done, but in fact you didn't even do anything. And then, I mean, me personally, after that, gal ghosta, gal block, and you sit there wondering, okay, what the fuck happened? I think, or I thought Hore I did the things to her, and meanwhile you didn't. Okay, so number one thing that I have experienced, or that I constantly keep on experiencing, is that bashimane barata ho boaster. Bashimane barata ho bolela okare they are the record holder for the biggest penis and the greatest sex game. In every instance, azanga ka utlwa a guy a bolela hore no, mara wetse ke nna modimo o ntemile, I'm fa size, mara okay, shapo he umfile game. They will always be the ones to say, or to put it out there that, yeah, no, me, I'm the man. I know how to, I know how to do the things, and then the spear regifted. They can't no do. Ana next. So if you know that our paga, because you know her our paga, you know who runana batho ba ileng hore ba filwe. If you know her our paga, just then keep quiet, or don't give people false hope and sell them dreams, because ngwanyana o a utlweletseng wa khatlheha, and then yena o tlo nyaka ho ya dikobong lwena, and then ha ya dikobong lwena ho irahalang, she's gonna get the shock of her entire life, and that is the first thing that is going to turn her off, to say that this guy actually said that he's like this, so he was lying because he's not like that. No? Cool. And then another thing that I wanted to touch on was the fact that some guys experience problems and they are too scared to talk about it. They, like, amongst themselves, even to just talk about it, to discuss it, to air their issues out and see if there is anything that can be done about that, any help that they can get, more so especially from men's clinic. Yes, men's clinic. I see a shame to actually need the assistance from men's clinic. I feel like if you feel like you have a problem and you are willing to do something about that problem, you are voicing it, you are actively being or seeking a solution for that problem, then you 10 steps ahead of the guy or aling in denial, honestly, and go papatela matsoho, because that is something very, very, very great, very significant. So amongst guys, amongst yourselves, talk and see, not even just about sex or sexual problems, but just generally, because I feel like guys have more like chit chats than deep chats or deep conversations, and deep conversations need to be had for comfort reasons, for them to know that, you know what, you're not the only person that's struggling with this problem, and there's actually something that can be done for that problem. So you guys need to talk. You need to be more open with each other. You need to be less ashamed of voicing out your problems. Okay, guys. So the third topic that I'm going to be talking about is foreplay. No? Foreplay is very, very important. Foreplay is more important for the female than it is for the guy. Okay. And I feel like a lot of guys don't understand this. A lot of guys don't practice this. Like, Ojahile, he just wants to get to the deed. He just wants to, you know, come, and then after come, release Aveshapo. And then the girl is just sitting there with zero orgasm, just, shook to the core, because it's actually supposed to be hore, the girl's pleasure must come first, and then the guy's pleasure comes after. You know, guys need to up their foreplay game. They need to up it. They need to put it on a level elong hore it's unmatched. Guys need to wrap around the idea that the girl needs to have an orgasm or multiple orgasms before he can actually come. Because, I mean, how is it fair that you get to do what you want to do and come, and then you don't give me any pleasure out of it? It's kind of sort of, it's like you're using me, or it feels like you're using me even though you aren't. It's supposed to be an enjoyable experience. The whole sexual thing, the whole TLOF is supposed to be an enjoyable experience for both parties. Kamo, le kamo, not just one-sided. So a lot of guys bayira one-sided. How do they do this thing one-sided? They don't focus enough on foreplay. Foreplay ki yona e leng hore is going to get your girl to the level ela e leng hore, she is literally begging for you. She is feeling like she is on top of the moon. And that is exactly what you want when it comes to sex. I mean, would you rather have a girl tell you that she doesn't want to ever see you again because you failed to make her come? Or would you rather have a girl that raves to her friends about how certain Mugai guy did the things, and then she's just like head over heels, like unyako wona, unyaka, ntwela ya how, because you did the things to her, and plenty of guys, plenty of guys, they want to get a blowjob, but they don't want to perform oral sex or canalinges to the lady, to the chick. That is so wrong. I feel like, as ladies, if you're listening, bona, if Lord he wants a blowjob but he's not willing to go down on you, or some of a blowjob, it's not worth it. Like I said, sexual experience, a good sexual experience for both parties, not just one-sided. If Lord, it's your personal choice to say that no, actually I don't like cunnilingus, but I am willing to give blowjob, then so be it. That is your preference. And if it's the other way around, that yes, I will give you cunnilingus, but I don't want you to go down on me, then it is also obviously understood. But the effort needs to come more from the guy's side, honestly, because they will 99% of the time come. They will 99% of the time come, while we do not, Now, the last thing that I wanted to talk about is the fact that guys need to be aware that banyana babulela, banyana ba discuss everything in detail. And you don't want to be seen as that guy that doesn't put in effort, that doesn't do the things, that, doesn't get the girl to where she needs to get to. You don't want to be known as that guy. And then when now on the other side, you walk around, okare, you are the king of all kings. No. Walk the talk. Walk the talk. If you talk good game, make sure that Kompeton, you are absolute fire. You are even better than the game that you are talking. You understand? Because Rabulela. And then when you say that you're good, and then your girl tells her best friend that you're not good, and somehow, some way, it leads or ends up to the people by long hore you told hore wena no le shapo. Obviously, It's not with intention to spread the rumor or to spread word about you or that individual, but it's just chat. It's girl chat. Like, girls have deep, detailed girl chats, and we need that, and that's what we do. You guys fail to communicate. We, on the other hand, communicate like we are the queens of communication. So just make sure that you walk the talk, just make sure that you get your problem sorted out. Go men's clinic if you have a problem. Just make sure that you don't boast or say that you are something that you are totally and completely not. And most importantly, focus on her in full play. Sorry. Focus on her. Make her the star. Make sure that she gets what she wants. And, like, make her beg for it, man. There's nothing like a lady begging to be TLOF because you are just, yeah, umufaka rondo. So yeah, guys, that's my tip or my discussion from my side. Take it, use it, don't use it. It is entirely up to you. I was just giving you an insight from the female's perspective, and obviously this is one person or a certain percentage of people's perspective. It is not the entire female perspective, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, cheers. Thank you for listening. Okay.